And while it's a make-or-break moment for Europe, after months of debate, the European Union will decide on whether to use Russia's immobilized assets to fund Ukraine's war effort.
Well, that's right, and it is a crucial and a very critical test of the group's strength as it huddles for crunch talks in Brussels. The European Union sees Russia's war as a threat to its own security. Now, as the war nears its 4th anniversary, the bloc wants to keep Ukraine financed and fighting.
It has proposed using frozen Russian assets to secure a huge loan to Kiev. The European Union has frozen $247 billion of Russian central bank assets, which are mostly held at Euroclear in Brussels.
Well, the complex plan involves EU lending an initial amount of $108.5 billion to Ukraine. Now, this is about 2/3 of Kiev's funding needs for 2026 and 2027. The EU expects Ukraine's other allies to provide the rest.
Now we have a simple choice. Either money today or blood tomorrow. And I am not talking about Ukraine only, I am talking about Europe. And this is our decision to make, and only ours. I think all European leaders have to finally rise to this occasion.
Sie kennen meine Position.
My impression is that we can reach an agreement. I understand the concerns of some member states, especially the Belgian government, but I hope that together we can overcome them and that together we can embark on a path to send a signal of strength and resolve from the EU towards Russia.
Die Bedenken, die es bei einigen Mitgliedstaaten gibt.
But touching the assets is a much more controversial step. Belgium, the host of the alliance share of the assets, has described the EU plan as fundamentally wrong. The Belgian government argues that the plan would be seen as confiscation. It fears if Moscow is successful in suing Euroclear and seizing Belgian property in Russia, it could be left with multi-billion euro bills without strong EU guarantees.
We staan in het juiste kamp.
We are on the right side. We are ready to offer sacrifices, but there is no free money. Putin's money is not free. Headroom is also not free. That's money didn't grow on trees. It's money that now can no longer be spent on anything else. We are prepared to make that sacrifice. My hope is that, at some point, we will be able to announce that we have reached a political agreement.
Buiten te komen en te zeggen wij hebben een politiek.
While countries like Italy, Hungary, Slovakia have also expressed similar worries about the legal and financial risks that could escalate the Ukraine war.
Guarantees for what? The whole idea is a stupid one. To take away the money of somebody. There are two countries which are in war, yeah? It's not European Union, Russia and Ukraine. And somebody, European Union, would like to take away the money of one of the warriors party and then to give it to another one. It's a marching into the war. So the Belgian Prime Minister is right. We should not do that.
Now, with no U.S. military aid, President Volodymyr Zelensky has been moving from pillar to post, seeking money and weapons to fight against Russia. Ukrainian military chief claims 710,000 Russian troops are knocking at its door as Russian President Vladimir Putin plans a high-stakes offensive on Ukraine's front lines.
Zelensky, who has been pleading for security guarantees, has not gotten any clarity from the U.S. yet. He says the decision on the plan to use Russian assets is necessary to plug Ukraine's budget gap.
There's a question I still can't get an answer to. Not being able to get an answer doesn't mean someone doesn't want to respond. It's just that we haven't gotten to it yet. The question is about all the security guarantees. I will judge only one thing: the answer to the question of what the United States of America will do if Russia comes again with aggression. What will these security guarantees do? How will they work?
Moscow, on the other hand, warns that using the frozen assets to finance a loan would be considered as theft of someone else's property. Putin and his advisors have issued dark warnings about the consequences for European economic stability and investor faith in the Eurozone.